Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. I'm back with my Christmas in July week. So this is my next video of a completed project that I've finished making using the North Pole Post collection by Rosie Studio. I did a large Christmas haul sharing with you two of Rosie Studio's Christmas collection. I'll link that down below so you can have a more detailed look at what's included in both those kits. But for this video, I have made a really fun project that you can make in minutes using the North Pole Post. Great, beautiful papers to use for a Christmas theme projects. So the one that I've made these two. I've got to make one more. So these will be for my grandkids when we come closer to Christmas time. And it's a 2-in-1 gift card holder and cash envelope. It's really, really easy, and I'm going to show you how to make one of these. You can make these for any occasion. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. You can make this as a birthday, a gift card cash envelope holder. You can use it for Easter, wedding, anniversaries, engagements, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You just make it to how you like it decorated. But these are the two that I've made. So I made one for my eldest granddaughter, Aria. She's going to be 3 very soon. And I did a lot of embellishing to both of the envelope holders. Let me show you this one first, and then I'm going to show you this one. This is for my youngest grandson, Theodore. And I'll make one for Aisha, which is Aria's sister. She's 1.5 years, so I'm going to make her envelope in this video. But I'll just quickly show you how the embellishing and then inside. So what I've got here is a belly band that coordinates with the holder, and it's just another great way to keep it closed. I did embellish the front of the belly band just to decorate the plainness of the belly band, and it just slides off like that. And here is some more embellishing over here and over here. Let me just see what over here. With the embellishment pack, there are a heap of embellishments and die cuts in there in the pack, so you'll have a lot of fun using them. There was this like a postal box, and there was like a little slit there, and then there was a envelope die cut in the pack. So I thought that was just a cute way to just tuck that in there like that. And I used some foam squares to make it more dimensional, and just pops out the embellishing on the cover. And then I made like a tab here, and then I punched a hole here and used some dangles that I have, just some tassel, a wood chip piece, and this is another piece from the collection. So I've used that. And then it opens up like that. And then there are 2 spots here. You've got a spot here. This part here is for the gift card holder. I embellished the closure here with some more embellishing. Just opens up that way. And then there is a pocket inside here. And I've got a card to show you. So you can fit a gift card in there like that. And then you can have that closed. You can probably fit 2 in there. You can even fit a note card with the gift card. If you want to write a message, you can tuck that inside the envelope in there. And it just closes up that way. And then coming on this side, I did some more embellishing. I've added Aria's name using the sticker, the puff stickers. This was the pack that comes with the kit, and they're all the letters of the alphabet, and there's some more word sentiment puffy stickers there. So I used those letters. And then there was also the epoxy sticker embellishments, which I then added it just around here, just to sort of pop it out a little bit more. And I thought that looked really pretty to finish that off. And then that also opens up the same way like that. And so in here you can put some cash. If you want to add some cash in here, you can do that. or you can add photos, whatever you want to add as an extra, something to go with the gift card. You could also put in here a printed gift card that you can print through your printer when you purchase your gift card online. You can fold your printed gift card voucher and tuck it in here. Then you can use this part as a spot to add a note card. Just cut some paper and fold it in half, and you can write your message on there and tuck it in here. And there, or a couple of tags. You can use tags as somewhere to write your message, and they can go in there, and you've got your printed gift card voucher in here. I then just use some crochet string just to decorate the edge here, and just sort of wrap that around, you know, the part that's folded, and then just tie a knot there. You can add some dangles and beads. You can keep going with decorating your gift card and cash envelope, but this is the first one that I made. That was for Aria, and then this just slides back in that way. Just pop that in back in there, and I'm going to just quickly show you Theodore's one. Theodore, my grandson, he is just such a cute little boy. He's going to be turning 1 in November. So I have to make him sorry, it's just all these embellishments sticking out, so that's that. So I had to make him one as well. And there weren't a lot of, I had to find a paper that was more for a male. And so there was some papers in there that I was able to use. So this is one of the 12x12 papers as well. These are also in the die cut packs, and the same thing, it just slides out like that. And I've decorated with a Santa Claus in the front for him. And again, this has the same, it's got a tab here. I added some dangles, and then also opens up the same way. And these are some more of the die cuts in the embellishment. And Theodore's mum, Tanisha, my daughter, my youngest daughter, they have a gorgeous little dash hound named Leia, and there was a dash hound die cut in the pack, so I had to put the little dash hound on the closure there. So she's going to love that when she sees the dash hound die cut, because my daughter loves dash hounds. So this hasn't got anything in there, so it's the same thing. It opens up that way, your card goes in there. I used one of the die cuts to create that as a closure that just tucks in like that. That's just using a foam square, double-sided foam square dot, and then that can just slide up and down like that, and that helps that to close. Same thing, did some embellishing using the epoxy stickers. I got Theodore's name using the alphabet puffy stickers, and opens up like that the same way. And I made this length to fit our longest cash note here in Australia, which is our $100 note. So you can fit that size in here if you wanted to. I made it longer so there was room for your longer notes. And that's all there is to that. So they're the two that I've made. And now I'm going to make the base for Aisha's gift card and envelope holder, and then I'll embellish it and decorate it off camera so then I can put them away ready for our Christmas period at the as we come. 12x12 paper, and I'm using directional pattern, so that way if you have directional pattern paper, you can follow the score lines this way. You'll also want another extra piece for the little tab that's on the side here if you wanted to add that. I just cut mine at 1 inch by 3 inches, so just a piece of scrap paper or something to coordinate with your envelope holder. So what we're going to do first, we are going to make a cut at 9 inches. So we want to cut at 9 inches down the bottom here. So from the top there, you're going to come down 9 inches and you're going to cut that across. So not this way, you're going to cut it that way. So I'm going to line my paper at 9 inches, and then I'm going to just cut that out. we're going to remove that. We don't need this piece. You can use that for other projects. And now we're going to go back to the right way, and we're going to line this edge at 10.5 inches. So we're going to cut it at 10.5 inches. You'll have this piece now, and that'll be the belly band, which we'll put that to the side. And we'll work with the main piece for the holder. So what you want is you want a paper at 10.5 inches by 9 inches. And I'm going to do the score lines with the pattern facing up. And what we're going to do first on the 10.5 inch side, on the 10.5 inch side, we're going to score at 3.5 inches all the way down. And then you're going to turn this around on the 9 inch side with your pattern facing down. And we're going to score at 2 3/4 inches all the way down. So it's 2 3/4 inches and 6.5 inches. So that's all the scoring. And all we're going to do now is make some cuts. And so we're going to go back this way. So we have the 3.5 inch score line here. All we're going to do here is we're going to cut up and stop there, and we're going to do that. And then we're just going to go over a little bit on each side, and we're just going to cut a little bit off it. I'm just going to go a little bit up there to score. So we just want to cut just a little bit off one side, and then the same on the other side. I'm just going to turn it this way because I find it easy for me to cut on the right side. Try to see that score line if I can. And all we're just trying to do is we just want to have a little gap between that score line in the middle. I'm just going to fix this one. So you can see what we're just trying to do is just create a little gap where the score line is. And we're going to do the same on the other side here. Just cutting up and doing the same, just removing a little bit of both sides. Going to flip it back now. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we can fold this up first. So let's just fold the first one up. This is going to be the gift card holder pocket, and fold this one down, and that's going to be your closure. Fold this one up, and this is going to be the cash envelope bottom part, and this is the closure. And we can fold that over now, and then you've got yourself two separate envelopes. And that's why we cut that in the middle a little bit, so that way you're able to close this and it doesn't catch on to the edges. And before we glue everything, I just like to corner around all the corners, it just makes it look neat. You can use your decorative scissors to give it a decorative edge, your decorative edge dies if you wanted to do that. You can add some trim. along the edge if you wanted to do that. So you can have fun decorating your cover that way. And now we'll just simply glue these two edges and these two side edges, and that will close up our pockets. I think the glue's coming out. Here it comes. And close that up now. So this also makes a great packaging idea, especially, you know, if you want a special envelope for a special event. These make a nice way to gift a decorative envelope with your gift inside. And then that's all there is to creating the envelope. And then you've got your extra piece here for the belly band, and then you've got that little extra piece for the little side tab, which is this one here. And actually what I've done here is I've actually glued it inside the pocket. So what I should do is, before I do that, I might just open this up again, because it hasn't, the glue hasn't set yet. We just open that up again. I'm going to add this inside. It just looks more tidy. So I'm going to fold that piece that it was at 1 inch by 3 inches, and just folding it in half. I'm going to corner around the two corners where it folds. I'll use a little size one. And then I'm just going to glue that in like that. Oh, actually it's not 3 inches. What is it? It was 2.5 inches, sorry. But I might just cut that. Got that measurement wrong. So I'm just gonna freehand cut that way. Sorry, it was 2.5 inches, not 3 inches in length. I do apologize. Sometimes I do make mistakes with my measurements. Sometimes it was hard to remember them, and or I remember how I've made them. So I might make a few mistakes every now and then, which is okay. So I'm just going to slide that in there, slide it down where the fold is, and just bring it out so far out. Now you bring it out as far as you want. And then just checking that that lines up nicely there. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll just glue that edge down now. It just decorates the edge, then gives it a little bit more, you know, just a nice way to decorate with some different papers. Then all you do is with your belly band, you just sort of find the middle, and I don't go all the way and make it really flat. I allow a little bit of room like that, just in case you have extra bulk in there. It's easier to slide your belly band out. I did mine this way, and then I just glued it down. You know, once you're happy with how on the tension of your belly band, you just add your glue up there and down there, and then decorate your belly band with some embellishing. And that's all for the project for today. So this one will be for Aisha. I'm going to decorate it when off camera. I can't wait to decorate her one. So that's all there is to this really simple project using Rosie Studio collection, North Pole Post. I hope you enjoyed this video project share tutorial, and I hope to see you soon in my next Christmas video. Bye for now.